Thank you for being here. That was awesome. One more time, give it up for Goody Grace.
Thanks so much.
I wanted to start this by just reading a tweet that you sent at the end of the year, because I think it kind of perfectly describes like what an amazing
when I hear
last
tweets,
2
I get nervous.
years you have.
I tweet some stupid things. But perfect.
I read a lot of them, but this one I loved. Went into this decade as a 12-year-old playing guitar in my Blink-182 poster-covered bedroom, hoping I could make it out of my hometown. Ended with a song featuring them, working with people whose music inspired me to always keep going through the years.
Yeah.
It's just to meet you today and think about that journey. I can't imagine what it's been like for you.
It's pretty wild. I'm super excited and blessed, and like I've been really lucky, and I've been making music for like 14 years. I'm about to be 23, and I've been recording music since I was like 9 years old. So I'm really happy to be here and just thankful.
Well, we're happy to have you. And I know you said you're from Canada, right? Winnipeg?
Selkirk, Manitoba.
Oh.
Yeah, a town about a half hour north of Winnipeg. Yeah, in the province of Manitoba. So Winnipeg's like the capital of Manitoba.
Gotcha, gotcha. So what was that big leap when you moved to LA, right? To kind of get this road on the show on the road. What was those first couple years like? I mean, where do you even start?
Yeah, I mean, I was just like working and homeless. I was 16. I went to LA at like the beginning of 10th grade, I guess, and just stopped doing school and started doing this. And luckily, I mean, I just met some people and I started touring and putting out more music. And then music started to pick up traction and people started hearing me. And, you know, I was on the road so much with so many friends and it was cool. I love playing shows, and I was on tour for like entire years from, 16 to 20. So I think I just got a lot of like life experience and was always writing and just always staying positive. I mean, it was tough for a lot of the time, but I always knew that it would be all right.
What was one of the biggest struggles you feel like you had to overcome? Like, how did you pick yourself back up when you felt like this is not going anywhere?
I think I can't even take the credit because I just have really supportive people around me, and I got like the best friends in the world in Canada and in LA. So I feel like anytime that things get tough or that I'd be, apprehensive about the future, start doubting things that were happening, my friends really pick me up and just remind me, how far I came and how much further I could continue to go. So yeah, I think I owe it all to my friends and everyone around me.
And that is, that's such an important part for all of us, is like surrounding yourself with the right people.
Yeah.
And how did that lead eventually to a collaboration with Blink-182? How did that develop?
I'm just such an outspoken Blink fan forever. I have a Blink-182 tattoo. They're like the reason I started playing guitar in general. And I'm just outspoken about everything. I'm like the biggest fanboy. I think it's cool to be a fan. Like, I wouldn't be who I am if I wasn't a fan of the things I listen to and watch and read. And I met Travis Barker briefly, the drummer of Blink-182, for those who don't know, at a mutual friend's show. And I introduced myself to him, and it was just whatever. We exchanged information. He followed me on social media, and we didn't talk for about a year. And then in November 2018, he DM'd me on Twitter. And he was like, "Hey, are you in LA?" And I was like, "Yeah, like we should hang. I want to show you music. I want to hang out." And he was like, "Yeah, absolutely, but could you come to Vegas in 2 days? Blink has like a residency at a casino." And he's like, "It's the final weekend, so we want you to open the last 2 shows."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I went to Vegas with all my best friends. I opened, and then the second night they brought me out to sing one of my favorite Blink songs in their set. And then they were just like, "Man, don't go back to LA and not like keep in touch. Like, we want to help out as much as possible." So Travis has been like a real great mentor, and he's helping me a lot with my album, working on everything with me. And then I became friends with all of them and got to have a song that says featuring Blink-182.
That's amazing. Yeah. See, DMs can be a good thing.
Yeah, don't be afraid to slide in a DM.
Yeah. That is so awesome. And I know that you worked a little, because I got into a little bit of like a YouTube hole before you got here. And you did an emo night in December with Machine Gun Kelly and Travis Barker. Like, being a fanboy yourself, like, what was that like?
Yeah, man, me and MGK have been friends for years and years and years. He's always been super supportive, and we were all working a lot. I've been helping him and Travis have an album coming, and then, he's helped with my album, and we're all just like a really tight knit group. And the night that Scumbag came out, I premiered it at Emo Night. So then the next Emo Night, because it's once a month, MGK's song "I Think I'm Okay" went gold. So we went and performed as like a little band, me, MGK, and Travis on drums. So we performed "I Think I'm Okay" and "What's My Age Again."
That is so cool. We had him in this room the last time he was in Tampa. I think it was over the summer.
Cool.
Machine Gun Kelly, and it was insane. He played "I Think I'm Okay" 3 times back to back, just kept saying louder, louder, like yelling at everyone. It was crazy. Yeah. You guys seem like the coolest group of friends ever. We are super jealous that we're not a part of it.
Yeah, you just gotta get some tattoos. You could join.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about the album, you've got coming up soon. Do you have any details on when we're gonna get more from you?
Yeah, I think I want to put out the album in fall. I'm a big fan of the fall. And I think my music is very fall fitting. But up until then, I'll continue to be putting out singles and stuff off it. I'm just working hard, trying to make it everything it needs to be. It's my debut album, so it's kind of precious to me and near and dear to my heart. So I've just been super focused, trying to make it everything I dreamt it would be. Trying to get a lot of seeing as Blink-182 is obviously on it, I'm trying to get a few more of my influences on it and people I really like, different collaborations and whatnot. So definitely, I'd say the fall, the full album will come.
Well, we love Scumbag, and we'll be here for it.
Thank you so much.
And we will be watching Thursday night.
Yes,
how are you preparing for that mentally? Are you nervous, like going on TV?
I mean, I would be less nervous if I was just going with my normal band, but Blink's coming as my band. So this is probably like their 100,000 TV special. So I think, it's a bit more comforting knowing that I can turn around, Travis will be drumming for me and whatnot, but I'm pretty nervous.
That's so, I can't imagine. That's so exciting. Well, congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much.
I got a couple more questions just from you guys.
Of course.
Dita, you can go and raise your hand. St.
Hi,
Pete.
Dita.
How did you first get into music?
I've been playing guitar since I was 4, and I got a laptop for like Christmas when I was 9, and then I just started messing around GarageBand and using like YouTube tutorials. And yeah, I was fully making beats by the time I was like 10 and recording songs. Yeah. It's been like, it's pretty easy. YouTube's a great thing.
What inspired you?
Just being I'm really into like Bob Dylan since I was a kid and Elvis and stuff. So I just kind of really wanted to be them. Really bad. So I just sat and learned and played guitar and tried to sing for years and years till I was like, whoa, I think I'm kind of getting all right at this. Yeah.
More than just all right, for sure.
Thank you.
Jose, I don't have a city for you.
Hi.
Favorite venue you've ever performed in?
Well, I think just because it's kind of sentimental, the Roxy in LA. On Sunset Boulevard. I've played the Roxy more than any venue because I was just open for different people there, and it's so iconic and legendary. And now it's where I had my first ever headline show. There's been just a lot of milestone moments there, so I'd have to say the Roxy. Yeah.
Very cool. James from Spring Hill. Favorite song right now on repeat that's not your own song?
On repeat, that's not my own song. I mean, I have about like 10 in rotation, but I would say Morning Song by the Lumineers. I listen to it like 10 times a day. It makes me kind of emo, but it's really good.
They're so good.
It's the last song off their first album. I'm like, see, like I get so into bands and stuff. Like if I like a band, I could probably recite their like track listing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I love it.
That's great. And last one from Alyssa. The biggest goal for you in 2020?
My biggest goal is to just keep my music growing and keep, reaching new people. I think that, in a way that the music that I love has touched me and shaped my life and kind of got me through life and gives me motivation and inspiration and just makes you like happy to be alive. I want to like provide that for people. So I think the more people I could reach and the more, growth through these cool little moments and through Scumbag getting bigger and through radio and all the support and through music coming out, I just want to reach new people and just, let my music be the soundtrack to more and more people's lives.
Well, we'll be here to help. That's
Thank
for
you so
sure.
much.
Everybody give it up again. Goody Grace.